Prosopagnosia, from Greek prosopon meaning face and agnosia meaning non-knowledge, also known as face blindness, is a cognitive disorder of face perception in which the ability to recognize familiar faces. The term originally referred to a condition following acute brain damage, acquired prosopagnosia, but a congenital or developmental form of the disorder also exists, with a prevalence of 2.5%. The brain area usually associated with prosopagnosia is the fusiform gyrus, which activates specifically in response to faces. The functionality of the fusiform gyrus allows most people to recognize faces in more detail than they do similarly complex inanimate objects. For those with prosopagnosia, the method for recognizing faces depends on the less sensitive object recognition system. The right hemisphere fusiform gyrus is more often involved in familiar face recognition than the left. It remains unclear whether the fusiform gyrus is specific for the recognition of human faces or if it is also involved in highly trained visual stimuli. Acquired prosopagnosia results from occipitotemporal lobe damage and is most often found in adults. It is subdivided into apperceptive and associative prosopagnosia. In congenital prosopagnosia, the individual never adequately develops the ability to recognize faces. Though there have been several attempts at remediation, no therapies have demonstrated lasting improvements across a group of prosopagnosics. Prosopagnosics often learn to use piecemeal or feature-by-feature recognition strategies. This may involve secondary clues such as clothing, gait, hair color, skin color, body shape, and voice. Because the face seems to function as an important identifying feature in memory, it can also be difficult for people with this condition to keep track of information about people and socialize normally with others. Prosopagnosia has also been associated with other disorders that are associated with nearby brain areas. Left hemianopsia, loss of vision from left side of space, associated with damage to the right occipital lobe, achromatopsia. People with this ability are called super-recognizers. In one study of students of East Asian ethnicity, males were found to have significantly higher rate of prosopagnosia. Selective inabilities to recognize faces were documented as early as the 19th century, and included case studies by Hewlings, Jackson and Charcot. However, it was not named until the term prosopagnosia was first used in 1947 by Joachim Bodimer, a German neurologist. He described 3 cases, including a 24-year-old man who sustained a bullet wound to the head and lost his ability to recognize his friends, family, and even his own face. However, he was able to recognize and identify them through other sensory modalities such as auditory, tactile, and even other visual stimuli patterns, such as gait and other physical mannerisms. Bodimer gave his paper the title Diprosopagnosia, derived from Classical Greek prosopon, meaning face, and agnosia, meaning non-knowledge. In October 1996, Bill Schwasse began popularizing the term face blindness for this condition. The earliest known use of the term is in an 1899 medical paper. A case of a prosopagnosia is Dr. P. in Oliver Sacks' 1985 book The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat. Though this is more properly considered to be one of a more general visual agnosia. Although Dr. P. could not recognize his wife from her face, he was able to recognize her by her voice. His recognition of pictures of his family and friends appeared to be based on highly specific features, such as his brother's square jaw and big teeth. Oliver Sacks himself had prosopagnosia, but did not know it for much of his life. The study of prosopagnosia has been crucial in the development of theories of face perception. Because prosopagnosia is not a unitary disorder, i.e., different people may show different types and levels of impairment, it has been argued that face perception involves a number of stages, each of which can cause qualitative differences in impairment that different persons with prosopagnosia may exhibit. This sort of evidence has been crucial in supporting the theory that there may be a specific face perception system in the brain. Most researchers agree that the facial perception process is holistic rather than featural, as it is for perception of most objects. A holistic perception of the face does not involve any explicit representation of local features, i.e., eyes, nose, mouth, etc., but rather considers the face as a whole. As the prototypical face has a specific spatial layout, eyes are always located above nose, and nose located above mouth. It is beneficial to use a holistic approach to recognize individual, specific faces from a group of similar layouts. This holistic processing of the face is exactly what is damaged in prosopagnosics. They are able to recognize the specific spatial layout and characteristics of facial features, but they are unable to process them as one entire face. This is counterintuitive to many people, as not everyone believes faces are special, or perceived in a different way from other objects in the rest of the world. Though evidence suggests that other visual objects are processed in a holistic manner, e.g., dogs and dog experts, the size of these effects are smaller and are less consistently demonstrated than with faces. In a study conducted by Diamond and Carey, they showed this to be true by performing tests on dog show judges. They showed pictures of dogs to the judges and to a control group, and they then inverted those same pictures and showed them again. The dog show judges had greater difficulty in recognizing the dogs once inverted compared to the control group. The inversion effect, the increased difficulty in recognizing a picture once inverted, was shown to be in effect. It was previously believed that the inversion effect was associated only with faces, but this study shows that it may apply to any category of expertise. It has also been argued that prosopagnosia may be a general impairment in understanding how individual perceptual components make up the structure or gestalt of an object. Psychologist Martha Farah has been particularly associated with this view.